And we continue on here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA. Brian Fritz joined by Dickerman as we continue on. 4 more fights in the Rise to Greatness tournament.
Yeah, we're starting things out tonight with a couple of heavyweights. You got Serdov taking on the TheGreatLoyatly. Loyatly going to be using Fedor tonight, too.
Yeah, and then coming up later on tonight, lightweight action, light heavyweight, and welterweight. We're talking about the best of the best master belts here in this opening bout. We're talking about a master red belt taking on a master blue belt. That's right, Serdov, a master red belt with over 3,500 victories all time, taking on a guy who's a master blue belt with almost 1,800 wins. Heavyweight division as we continue on here in Rise to Greatness. We'll take a closer look at these two guys. Very well-rounded. The one advantage you would think. TheGreatLoyatly using Fedor Emelianenko. Higher submission skills, but overall, very high skills for both of these guys.
Yeah, Loyatly's got a lot of experience in the game himself. We see him on the live broadcast on 4 separate occasions. This will be his 5th live broadcast experience. Now over at Serdov, it's his first time, but the guy's got 3,500 wins.
In the blue corner, from Russia, Fedor Emelianenko.
Fedor trying to end his losing streak.
Looking to get another victory. He needs it here.
From the United States of America,
that is Serdov, big man there. Almost 3,600 victories.
Talk about the records here. When you look at the TheGreatLoyatly, like you said, almost 1,800 wins. Serdov, almost 3,600 victories.
Yeah, disregard the numbers on your screen. These are the real numbers for these guys.
Here we go. Serdov against the TheGreatLoyatly. Loyatly in the black trunks using Fedor Emelianenko. Serdov in the blue trunks and the big man there. He almost looks like a super heavyweight.
This is a classic Fedor matchup taking on a much bigger guy. Can he get the victory?
It's funny how many times Fedor's looked like a small guy. He's a smaller guy for the heavyweight division, usually between 230, 240 pounds. But now with the way some of these heavyweights are, guys are just able to make 265.
Yes. Serdov is in the blue. TheGreatLoyatly using Fedor in the black. This is the heavyweight portion of the tournament, the Rise to Greatness. Join us in the live chat, easportsmma.com.
Even though Serdov has more experience, has more wins overall, when you look at how many wins he's gotten by submission, 482 wins by submission. Meanwhile, TheGreatLoyatly, he's won 552 of his fights by submission.
It's a lot of submissions, and you're using a guy like Fedor, and he's got fantastic submissions. Should this fight go to the ground, you know he's going to be looking for it.
And you can see that Loyatly has already busted open Serdov, blood spilling all over his left arm. Might be the smaller guy, but we know when you use Fedor, you are packing a punch.
Absolutely. He's got some serious power in those hands. Serdov, a big guy. Like we said, this guy's got an incredible amount of experience.
How did this guy make 265?
Oh, I don't know. This is Japan. Their
Did he have
scales are
1
a
foot
little
on the
different.
scale?
Their scales are a little different there. 3,600 wins, 1,742 by knockout, over 1,200 by TKO. Serdov's a real deal here in his first live broadcast experience.
Yeah, over 3,000 of his victories have come by KO or TKO.
Of course, we've seen Loyatly here many times before.
This is his 5th live broadcast appearance, 3-1 overall on the live broadcast.
Pushing 1,800 victories is Loyatly.
You can see the big man here just trying to push around Loyatly a little bit, trying to back him into a corner.
Interesting choice of tattoos there by Serdov. The daggers on the chest. You walk into the parlor and say, yeah, I want to get a couple daggers on my chest. Is that cool?
Why not? See, maybe it's the quickness factor playing in a little bit here with Loyatly, able to throw more punches. You can see those big meat hooks being thrown there by Serdov.
Guess it's no real different than a giant sword on your chest.
Nice combo there by Loyatly.
So far, both guys looking pretty good. Nobody's really got the distinct advantage.
Serdov, though, landing that big shot right there. You can see the stamina going down a little there for Loyatly. He's going down on the mat.
The big man's on top.
Serdov lands some big shots there, but look at that. Loyatly immediately grabs him. Serdov wants to stand it up, eats an up kick.
And apparently, according to the back of Serdov's shorts, he's a serious pimp.
Why not? Stuffs the takedown right there.
In case you were wondering.
He wants to stand it up. Say what you will, but you fight a guy with that kind of size, that's an advantage for that guy. Just the amount of weight he can put on you and the amount of force he can put behind his punches.
Not to mention the amount of damage he can do at a buffet-style restaurant.
Oh, look at that. He eats another up kick. Loyatly wants to take the fight to the ground, and Serdov will have none of it.
Just no. Come on up here, big fella.
If you want to get the fight on the ground, it looks like Loyatly's going to have to earn it with a takedown.
Or the offer of free tattooing service.
Maybe. Maybe he has some pork chops he can entice him with down there.
Drop a chop on the ground. Hey, go on, check this out. Look at that.
Please come down here. I have a juicy pork chop you can partake in.
Somebody left it here for you.
Why not? Not only is he hungry, but the tattoo on his back looks like it's very hungry as well.
Starving. There's something morally wrong about Fedor fighting a guy with serious pimp written on his backside.
Mind you, I thought Nick Diaz had a scowl until I saw the tattoo on the back of Serdov. That, my friend, is a scowl.
He spent a long time picking that out, too. Serdov in the blue, he's the big man. GreatLoyatly using Fedor in the black.
Eating some punches right there. He's got to find a way to kind of move in and out, avoid the punches from Serdov. He can't afford to stay right there and go toe-to-toe with the man. Got to find a way to get in and out, use the quickness to his advantage. Big takedown there by Serdov, and he goes right into side control.
Nothing worse than a big blubbery guy on top of you, rubbing his fat in your face. I've been there before. It's hard to get out of that.
Let's see if he can advance here. Can he get in the full mount?
He's almost got him in a breast smother.
And look at that. Loyatly able to get out of that pretty quickly. He's looking for a takedown of his own.
In the real world, Fedor, his future is uncertain at this point. Recently released from his Strikeforce contract. Where he will end up next is the big question mark. Back in Japan, fighting in Russia. It's hard to say.
Serdov landing a couple more effective strikes there. Just such a big, strong guy, able to absorb some punishment and tee off. Eats a big punch there. You can see his stamina, though, pretty low. Loyatly has an opening right there.
Had it for a moment. Loyatly got to conserve his own stamina as well, though.
Both men cut early on here. Just over 5 minutes into this first round. Big kick there by Serdov. Oh, another big strike. Loyatly down again. Serdov going in for the finish here with the big right hands.
Loyatly able to recover, though, and get the half guard. Serdov stands right back up.
Wants him to stand up immediately, and that's one of those where you almost want to stay down, catch your breath for an extra couple of seconds, but Loyatly immediately gets back up on his feet.
Serdov's had a couple knockdowns thus far in this round.
Serdov really asserting himself, taking control here.
He's got a
big shot again. Once again, Loyatly is in trouble. More big right hands, some left hands. Big knee right there. This fight is over.
That knee put the exclamation point on it. That finished the fight. Big win there by Serdov, the red belt master. Goes on in victory. He will advance in this tournament. Loyatly did good. He fought hard, but the big man was just too much for him.
Yeah, sometimes size does matter, and you saw it in this fight.
It was that knee. Boom, right there. Okay, end of game.
It's one thing to land the big punches. A knee, very different. Serdov advancing here and rise to greatness. A dominating performance here over the GreatLoyatly.
Fedor's losing streak continues.
Shaking his head in disgust. Time to get an ice cream cone for the big guy.
Go throw a sweater on, grab a cone.
Why not? Look at the numbers here. Serdov overall able to land 30 more strikes, but he landed a lot more power strikes. He was able to knock down Loyatly multiple occasions and really finish them off with that big knee on the ground.
I hope somebody's warned catering in the back that his fight is over and he's heading back now.
He could be hungry after a little fight like that.
Absolutely. Good fight there by Loyatly, but Serdov in his first live broadcast experience looks very good. He advances in the tournament. Going to move on to our next matchup as we got For Life taking on Beefsteak. This is a lightweight matchup.
Yes, For Life, ranked 7th overall in the standings here. You look over at Beefsteak, ranked 173rd. He is a master green belt. You look at For Life.
For Life's actually stepping in, actually. If you look at For Life, we don't know a whole heck of a lot about him. He's got a black belt.
That's right.
That's about all we know, though, because For Life is a late replacement, stepping in here to challenge Beefsteak, looking to jump in the tournament.
Thanks for the correction there. I was looking at the old numbers for the guy he was stepping in for, but you stepping in, you see the boxing skills there, high health, high clinch, high ground skills, not much in submission for either guy.
Yeah, but For Life, 118 wins, only 7 losses, at least for this account for Life. You look over at Beefsteak, over 1,200 victories. This looks like it's going to be a stand-up battle between these two guys. They got high health. This is a 155, so this could be a long, arduous battle.
In the blue corner, from Japan, the Strawberry Ape.
That is Beefsteak.
Looks a little too happy for me. He's coming to a fight, not a rave.
He's looking forward to fighting in front of his countrymen.
Red corner, from Brazil, Rico Rodriguez.
There is For Life. We don't know a whole lot about him. We do know he's reliable, and he stepped in to take the place. Fighter that didn't show up, so kudos to him.
Yeah, we don't know exactly all the numbers for Life when it comes to his actual numbers, but Beefsteak can see over 1,200 victories.
Side go. Fight.
Here we go, lightweight action For Life in the gray trunks, taking on Beefsteak in the reds.
For Life, its first strike to the body.
See how busy these guys are. A lot of times, guys in the smaller weight divisions will be the busier fighters.
Beefsteak, that green belt master, really spread out his victories. 500 knockouts, 250 TKOs, 400 submissions. He's pretty much well-versed everywhere, except for in the tattoo department.
Not a big fan of the tats?
Looks like he fell asleep on an ink gun. Just rolled around on it for like 8 hours.
Good body shot there by For Life. Follows up a little combo to the head. See Beefsteak, couple lefts.
This tournament is for all the marbles, been put together by Rupdat, taking all the best players from all around and matching them up here. We will determine who is the very best of the best in each weight class in EA Sports MMA. Seen some guys with a crazy amount of experience. We've seen some upsets thus far. Been an interesting night of fights, that is for sure, Fritz.
I think both these guys able to land a few shots here. Kind of feeling each other out yet. Roundhouse kick gets blocked there by For Life.
This tournament set to continue in September is the plan.
And then the finals coming up in October.
All official details being worked out, but that is a plan. Of course, you can keep up to date, EASportsMMA.com. You hit up the boards there. Get details there. If you hit there right now, you can talk to Nick Lang in the chat. You got questions? Nick Lang has answers. Even if he doesn't know, he'll make something up. He doesn't care.
You can see right here, Beefsteak he's just scouting out in the middle of the ring. I mean, he's just standing there. He won't move from that spot, it seems like. And he's waiting for Life to come in to him. For Life, he'll duck out a little bit, come back in.
Beefsteak with that red hair, red shorts. Unfortunately for him, blue gloves. Probably made him sad. Worked so hard on having everything red only to have blue gloves. Strikeforce has a continuation of their Grand Prix tournament coming up not too far away. Josh Barnett going to be fighting on that. Of course, he was here on the live broadcast with us several months back.
I even saw where Frank Trigg is getting ready to go back into action.
Frank Trigg, good guy. talked to us about a fight he had recently where he had the guy on the ground, then he punched him in the jaw. He saw it break. He punched it again. And just, it was
shattered.
It was such a brutal image then when he described it.
Takedown there for Life, goes right in the side control. See what he can do down here on the ground. You can see a cut is formed under the right eye there of Beefsteak.
Nice shade of red, though. I'm sure he's happy about that.
Why not? As long as you're color coordinated, that's all that matters. For Life staying pretty busy down here on the ground. Lands some pitter-patter punches, but you know what? Every little one counts.
Keep him busy on the ground. Referee won't stand him up as of yet. Hasn't looked to pass yet. We haven't seen Beefsteak really try and get a sweep.
He hasn't tried to sweep. He hasn't tried to do anything, right?
Regain guard, nothing.
He's just standing there and taking the punishment. Somebody might want to wake him up and tell him he's in a fight.
He might be napping down there.
That snoring you hear, that is, in fact, Beefsteak.
I'd be just thinking of different variations of red that he can work into his wardrobe.
I'm going to wear this man down and see if he gets punched out.
I'm going to see if his hands get tired of punching me in the face.
He's just hugging him. Please, punch me some more.
There he goes.
Oh, there we go. Time to stand up.
He gets to stand up, shoots that underhook back to his feet. Generally, your key to your stand-up every time you get somebody on top of you. On the bottom, that underhook is your key to creating the space to be able to get your body back up into a vertical position. Easier said than done sometimes.
For Life, the more aggressive fighter here.
For Life, of course, in the gray. From Brazil.
Coming up at the midway mark here in this first round.
Who's your pick for the Strikeforce tournament, Fritzy?
I said early on I thought Josh Barnett could win it, and I'm still sticking with him.
You got him over Bigfoot Silva. You got him over the likes of
Sergey
Karatanov, Fabricio Verdum.
Yes, I do.
Daniel Cormier, the dark horse in the tournament now, entered in late with the removal of Alistair Overeem.
I really believe that Josh Barnett saw this as his last big opportunity to make his mark in MMA and to show people that he is still an elite fighter in this game.
For Josh Barnett's sake, I hope you're right. He's got a tough row ahead, you know. Some of the big names have been removed from the tournament, whether they lost their fights or they removed in other ways, but it's still a very interesting layout. Bigfoot Silva looked very dominant against Fedor. Of course, Verdum's looked great. Verdum does have a victory over Silva. Barnett is the guy everybody's got big question marks about, as well as Daniel Cormier. He's the guy with not a ton of experience, but he comes in one of the highest decorated wrestlers in the history of MMA. This tournament right here tonight, just round one of a multitude of nights. The Rise to Greatness. Who will leave with the legendary title of the best of EA Sports MMA? That is a question. For Life in the red, or Beefsteak in the red. For Life in the gray, excuse me.
And you can see For Life is the more aggressive guy here. Once again, Beefsteak is content to stay right in the middle of the ring and have For Life come to him, but For Life has been more aggressive here. You can see, though, right there, Beefsteak landing a few shots.
Not a great deal of damage from either fighter. Kind of been a back and forth point trading exhibition. I'd like to see somebody go after the other one. Hardcore. Try and put this thing to bed. 3 minutes left to go here in round number one.
For Life has been more aggressive, but this round has been still very close overall. Maybe the difference was on the ground when you saw For Life able to land a bunch of shots. Nothing really too heavy, nothing that did a lot of damage, but started accumulating a lot of punches. That's going to show well in the judges' scorecards.
Of course, this fight taking place under Japanese rules. Japanese MMA over the last number of years really changed. After the folding of the Pride organization, you just don't see nearly as many Japanese fighters as you used to. Very limited number, and the guys that were thought to be so great haven't looked that great upon coming to the U.S. One exception might be a guy who's done exclusive training in the U.S. That would be Yushin Okami, challenging Anderson Silva for the title here very soon, this weekend. Kid Yamamoto, bust, I think most people would say.
Big time. Fortunate. He's always been one of the more exciting fighters up until he came to North America.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see. A lot of the fans here in the U.S. never got to see Sakuraba in his prime, which is a shame if you're a fan of MMA. That guy, one of the greatest ever.
And there we see Beefsteak stunned here momentarily, but for life, not able to capitalize on it.
I think that was a front kick that stunned him. Back and forth they go.
The other guy going for broke here, just playing each other out, trying to be safe, but trying to land some good effective punches.
This is for the advancement in the tournament. Just over a minute to go here in round number 1. 10-minute first round, 5-minute second round. Japanese rules, no elbows on the ground. We do have kicks, stomps, and knees that are legal. Those stomps and knees and kicks do make it fun.
You can see sometimes Beefsteak, he picks his moments and he tries to land a combo, but For Life has him stunned once again.
It's a second stun this round.
But you can see Beefsteak won't allow any more damage, comes firing back with a few shots. It's like he throws a bunch of punches at one time for 10, maybe 15 seconds, and then he backs off and allows For Life to stay aggressive on him. And now it's Beefsteak in control here. For Life stunned there for a few seconds.
Beefsteak trying to get something going here. This round could really be either guys. You got to think prior to that shot that was For Life's round, but Beefsteak coming back, you never know what the judges are seeing here. That is for sure. Best way to beat the judges is to win the fight and finish the fight.
Final 15 seconds here, round number 1. For Life trying to finish out strong here. Lands that little combination. Couple more punches to end out round number 1.
Seems like you got to lean a little bit for Life in that particular round.
It seemed like he landed more combinations. He did get the one takedown as well. He landed a lot of punches while they were on the ground, even though nothing was a huge power shot. That's going to play into the accumulation of punches. It's not always the guy that landed the more punches. It's the guy that lands the bigger, more effective strikes overall. See that cut under the right eye there of Beefsteak.
It's a big one.
Fight!
Here we go, round 2. For Life in the gray, Beefsteak in the red.
Go me another one that hasn't looked as good since coming to the U.S.
No, he is not.
Had a nice victory over Tyson Griffin, but outside of that has not looked as people expected him to.
You can go to the chat room, EASportsMMA.com. Nick Lang in there.
He's pointing out that Beefsteak has a giant athletic protector.
I can't blame the man.
That's probably smart.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta have a lot of room down there. You always see guys in the UFC get a shot in the cup, and you're like, he's got a cup on. Why does it hurt?
Well, if you saw Dennis Hallman fight recently, you might know why when you got to see exactly how big a cup is.
Yeah, those things shift. I didn't find out till recently. If you really get drilled in the cup, it still hurts. Pretty darn bad. Makes you want to invest in one of them steel cups they use in Thai fighting.
You can't move around as much in those, but it's better for protection.
Yeah, true.
Nice little roundhouse kick to the body there by Beefsteak. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive here. Trying to hunt down For Life, finally getting out of the middle of the ring.
These guys got 3.5 minutes to make something happen here. Beefsteak, if he wants to pay for more tattoos, he's going to want to win the purse here. You want that winner's purse. It's About double your money, if not more.
You can see Beefsteak trying to avoid some punches there. Firing back for life. Lands a couple here and there. Good little combo.
Recently saw an interview with Bob Sapp. He's like, yeah, I lose fights. It's kind of what I do. It's fine. Like, he just kind of accepts the fact that he loses a lot.
Sure, no problem. Beat me up. I'll take the money.
It's almost the attitude he took, which, you know, if that's the attitude he wants, it's fine. But, you know.
But is that what you really want out of athletic competition?
I don't think so. I don't think it's so much athletic competition so much anymore. We saw what Bob Sapp could do when he tried when he fought Nogueira. When he's out there trying and he's training, that was a different kind of individual.
The biggest problem in Bob Sapp's career is the amount of training, because he had so many other things going on when it came to his popularity and doing movies and commercials and whatnot. Is that I don't blame the guy for doing that, but it took away from his training time, and he was never able to improve or really take advantage of his skills.
And he doesn't like being punched in the face.
I can't blame him there.
No, I don't like being punched in the face either. That hurts.
But then train not to get hit.
Or don't be a fighter. Or just fall down on the first sign of a punch coming.
Oh! 2 minutes left to go here in round 2.
I still say you make Bob Sapp truly angry. It's bad news for a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure it is, man. I wouldn't want that guy hunting me down. For life with a nice little combination there. Gets the uppercut in. Left hook.
For Life may have stepped in and taken this fight from Beefsteak. Late replacement is For Life. Came in late. Could very well be taking this spot and advancing in the tournament just like that. Somebody else's loss going to be For Life's gain.
Beefsteak has not been dominated by any stretch, but at the same time, you do wonder if the fight is going the way that we see it right now for Life. Has there been enough urgency in there for Beefsteak?
It's a great question. I don't think so.
They're having a steering contest now.
Going to start discussing their views on politics.
Sure, why not?
World economy.
Do I believe in the ways of the Tea Party and their rise here in the United States?
How do you feel about Chael Sonnen and his victory on Brazil?
Did you know that there's internet in Brazil?
I did. Chael Sonnen apparently didn't. Feels real bad about that, too.
Oh, look at that. For Life with a knockdown there on Beefsteak. Trying to finish this fight up strong with only 40 seconds left to go.
Beefsteak going to survive, but that really puts an exclamation point on all the work For Life has done for this entire fight with 30 seconds left to go.
Look at that. For Life stands it up. He's looking for a knockout here.
Beefsteak's got to do something here. You got to believe this is For Life's fight at this point.
Yeah, Beefsteak has to go for broke right here. And look at that. For Life going for a takedown. Good stop, but 10 seconds left to go here. Looks like this one is going to go for Life.
That's a guess, because you never know what the judges are going to see.
We'll see if the judges agree here.
Back and forth fight. Neither guy really had a distinct advantage for any period of time. For Life did seem to have more damage done to Beefsteak, though, throughout the course of the fight.
There's that knockdown there at the end. That could definitely have won the fight for him.
By unanimous decision, Rita Rodriguez.
There he is, For Life, as predicted. Your winner, getting the unanimous decision, taking out Beefsteak. Beefsteak came in, the green belt master. He was already in the tournament. For Life comes in as a late replacement and takes the victory.
We look at the stats following this one, and you can see just the domination, the amount of strikes. 247 strikes length for Life, just 58 for Beefsteak. That's why I said that sense of urgency wasn't really there for Beefsteak. You saw the more aggressive guy in For Life. Some of them, a lot of the strikes, not power punches, but he was the more aggressive guy. And he was the guy who landed a lot more strikes in the end. He's the guy that ends up getting the decision.
Yeah, nicely done for Life. He's going to advance in the tournament. Beefsteak is out. For Life is in. We're going to move on to our next matchup as we're going to see B-Dog taking on I'm Pay-Per-View, a.k.a. Unrated MMA.
Yes, this one in the light heavyweight division. You're looking at a master red belt taking on another master red belt. Two elite fighters, both guys with an incredible record. You're talking about B-Dog with over 3,200 victories, taking on a guy that has almost 2,500 wins.
Absolutely. B-Dog, he's been on here 6 live broadcast appearances now. 6 times he's been on the live broadcast.
For on pay-per-view, this will be his second live broadcast appearance. Look at the numbers between these two guys. Very even. The one advantage, it looks like numbers-wise here, submission skills when it comes to on pay-per-view. Who's using Boss Rutan?
Yeah, I'm PPV got Boss Rutan, so he's got a very nice high submission ability. So should this fight happen to go to the ground, you got to believe he's going to have a pretty good advantage down there. It's just a matter of B-Dog letting it go down that way.
In the blue corner, fighting out of Holland, Boss Rutan.
El Guapo.
Boss Rutan making his way down to the ring. That is I'm PPV, 2,400 victories.
Corner, from the United States, the Pythons.
Now that is a unique look.
B-Dog, he's a red belt master, over 3,200 victories. Well, master red belts here.
Yeah, don't pay attention to the numbers on your screen. Over 3,200 wins for B-Dog, almost 2,500 for on pay-per-view. Incredible records between these two.
Fight!
As they get set for action here in the Rise to Greatness tournament. B-Dog in the black and red trunks. On pay-per-view using Boss Rutan in the black and white. Talk about the advantage on the ground. On pay-per-view, almost 2,500 wins. Over 1,000 of them he's won by submission.
With these two guys with this amount of experience, I'm hoping for some fireworks here. Last match, kind of a snoozer, Fritz.
Not only is B-Dog sporting the pink mohawk, but that is one big melon he's got too. So that mohawk is even more impressive.
Yes, it is.
Plus, he's got the green sideburns with the yellow beard goatee.
He stuck his head out. So
did he find like a bright light kit or something and decide to use every color?
He the dyed chest hair, the pink mohawk. You know, he's unique. You got to give him that.
My eyes might be deceiving me, but I thought that I was wrong. And there's a big kick right there by Boss Rutan. Knocks him down. B-Dog is in a lot of trouble. Eating a lot of punches here. Is this fight going to be over? He holds on, though. B-Dog will not go down like that.
Somehow, after eating a lot of leather from on PPV, B-Dog able to retain half guard.
I was about to say that. I thought when he was coming down to the cage, I thought I saw bleach blonde back hair on B-Dog, but luckily I was wrong there.
He's got bleach blonde eyebrows and chest hair.
He's lucky to still be in this fight on PPV and dominant control here, just wearing him down in half guard. You can see that the stamina all the way down on the midsection for B-Dog. He's getting dominated here.
Boss Rutan loves the liver kick. We do know that. Kick him in the liver. Green sideburns, huh?
Yeah, green sideburns. Neon green.
It's a lot of work. You gotta tape that off if you're dyeing your sideburns, kind of like you do when you do your house, that blue tape.
Maybe.
So you make sure you don't paint your face green. Now the rest of his beard is orange. That's a ridiculous looking man out there.
See, I'm PPV, stay in control.
Boss Rutan
doing a lot of work to the midsection here.
On top. Hasn't tried to pass yet.
No, yeah, he's been content to just stand here and wear the man down.
B-Dog hasn't tried to retain guard or escape from this position and stand back up.
And you do not want to have PPV sitting on top of you right here and just drilling you in the gut.
Pounding away at the body. On PPV, though, I think he could pass this position, go to side control, look for mount, look to finish this fight. One thing to sit here and work away at the body. It's another thing to finish the fight and get the victory.
Right.
Hit the showers. Hit the bars.
When you have an opportunity, you have to go for it in this game, especially at this level.
Both guys are red belt masters.
We could sit here and joke around about the way B-Dog looks, but there's a guy that we talk about his record. Over 3,200 victories.
Here he goes for a knee bar.
Look at that. PPV trying to get another submission win to add to his huge total here.
Nice move by PPV to spin for that knee bar. We know he's got the submission advantage.
B-Dog trying to hold on here, and you can see I'm PPV trying to wrench back on that knee.
Taking quite a risk going for the knee bar.
He is holding on to it, though. Can he really cinch it in, though?
Looks like B-Dog doing very well defending this thus far.
Oh, he's fighting a tooth and nail here.
He does not want that knee straightened out. He's going to get out, though. He's going to get out. He's got it in top position.
Right in the side control. That's the one risky thing. You go for that knee bar. Leaves you vulnerable.
Anytime you go for a foot or a leg or a knee, you do put yourself in a position to be passed. You really got to believe you got that submission before you go for it.
Let's see what B-Dog can do now that he's on top and in a dominant position.
Kudos to PPV, though, for going for the submission, looking for the finish.
Yeah, he's going for it.
No safe fight. B-Dog on top now, holding that top position. 6 minutes left to go here in round number 1.
B-Dog doing some good body work here as well.
PPV needs to shoot that underhook, get out of this position, stand back up.
B-Dog actually trying to advance. They're trying to get in the mount.
There he goes. There's the underhook, but B-Dog able to defend. B-Dog on top with the pink hair, red gloves, various other colors. PPV on the bottom gets the stand up. There it is. Touch of the gloves here. Show of respect.
Early on this fight standing up, it was all I'm PPV. Now they're standing back up. Let's see if we can get back to that dominant position.
B-Dog looking for the double unders. PPV shoves him off.
Nice little 1-2 there by PPV. Ooh, good
B-Dog
left
comes
hook.
back. Nice shot.
Both guys look to have some good power.
B-Dog, little head movement there. PPV not concerned. He'll just come and start punching.
I think B-Dog needs to get a little bit more aggressive standing up here. He's got some power behind his shots. You got to throw.
You see PPV. He is Boss Rutan. Black and white trunks. More than halfway through this first round. Thought we might see a finish earlier. Kind of the pace has slowed down at this point.
Both guys being very careful at this point. B-Dog with a nice couple punches land there in a combination.
Been many years since Boss Rutan has fought. We did have the experience to see him fight live. The old WFA.
Yes.
Fought in the one single pay-per-view. Ruben Villard.
Yep.
War Machine. War something. Warpath. Is it Warpath? Something like that?
Warpath.
Yeah, Boss Rutan fought him and he said, all right, that's enough. One more fight back was enough for me. I'm back into retirement.
See B-Dog here on top and in the guard.
Quentin Jackson fought Matt Lindland on that card. Catch the arm there by... There he goes for the arm bar.
Look at this. PPV going for another submission.
PPV looking to straighten that arm out, lock it up. B-Dog fighting for everything he's got.
PPV holding on here, trying to pull that back. Very close right there.
I think B-Dog's going to be able to hold on to this. Keep himself out of harm's way.
He's got that hand wrapped around his other hand, just pulling back, making sure that PPV isn't able to cinch this in.
Holding on for dear life is B-Dog.
PPV is close, though. He's still working on it. He's almost got it right there.
Nope,
B-Dog is going to survive.
He's going to spin out. Come out on top.
Right in the mount. Or in the full guard, excuse me.
So PPV still looking for those submissions. B-Dog doing a good job of defending. Catches that arm again.
It's funny because PPV is on the ground. He's the guy landing more strikes.
It's true. He's looking for another submission. He's going to go for the sweep.
Look at that.
Yes, shoot
No,
up.
he's in half guard. Oh, and one big punch and it's out.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
Shocking ending out of nowhere. He swept him. He came in half guard, just came up with one punch, and that was it for B-Dog. That's one of the more unique finishes I've ever seen in the game.
That's one of those where your stamina gets worn down because you're trying to fight off a guy, sweeps you over, lands a big left hook, and that's it.
I thought it was the end of the round. I had no idea why they were ringing the bell.
I did too. Big shot right there by PPV. Gets a knockout win as he advances here and rides to greatness.
The winner by knockout, Bas Rutten.
Big win there for PPV.
Boy, poor old B-Dog's being carted out right now.
He took a huge shot.
He's got no idea what happened to him. He's like, what? How did I lose that way?
I think he even thought it was the end of the round.
Good job of PPV. It was an exciting fight. He went for submissions. Even if he lost position, he was working the whole time.
Yeah, overall PPV landing more strikes. He lands 40 more strikes in total, but also you saw him more aggressive, not only standing up, but when they're down on the ground going for submissions, went for 2 different submissions, went for a knee bar, went for an arm bar, not able to cinch in either one, but in the end, he was able to get that sweep, lands the big left hand, and the knockout of B-Dog.
Yeah, PPV victorious. He moves on to the tournament, and we move on to our final fight of the night, going to the welterweight division.
And here we will see the Boss Man taking on Uli Ulio.
Uli Ulio back. He's actually using an alternate account named Midwest Mafia, so don't be fooled by that. Uli Ulio has been on the live broadcast on 3 different occasions. Tonight's going to be his 4th. The Boss Man, his 2nd appearance coming up here. The Boss Man, a yellow belt master, taking on Uli Ulio, who's a black belt master. Both guys got a lot of experience.
And we take a closer look at these two guys, a boxer taking on a kickboxer. Don't look for much action on the ground when it comes to submission skills. Elsewhere, everything just about even across the board.
Yeah, the Boss Man, 825 wins in his career over Uli Ulio. Almost 2,500 wins. The guy's been playing and playing a lot. Over 1,000 knockouts. 700 submissions if he chooses to go there. We do know he has that credentials to finish one off should he choose to.
In the blue corner, from the United States, Mordecai Matthews.
That is Uli Ulio.
The master black belt.
In the red corner, from Japan, Yukio Yamada.
The Boss Man.
Action underway. Here we go. The Boss Man once again in the red. Uli Ulio in the white and black. The Boss Man ranked 52nd overall. Uli Ulio ranked 14th.
Uli Ulio been here many times before. 2-1 in the live broadcast.
For the Boss Man, he was victorious in his one and only appearance here on the live broadcast.
Looking to make it 2-0, keep that win streak alive, does the Boss Man. This is our final matchup tonight here in the tournament, the Rise to Greatness. A lot of action this evening. EASportsMMA.com to keep up on all the tournament info. That will include the details as to future dates and the culmination of this tournament, put together by Rupdat.
Yeah, thanks to Rupdat for all his help in putting together the broadcast. He'll film the prelims, create the event banners, coming up with a name for the tournament. So a lot of help to Rupdat for putting together the broadcast along with Preston.
King Satan as well, we got to mention. King Satan always involved, worked very hard. We saw him earlier tonight. He's really gotten involved, too. Up in the forums has King Satan.
And that's what we like to see. A lot of people that have taken part in the broadcast really helped out behind the scenes as well.
You'll probably find him on the Slayer forums, too.
Possibly. Both guys stand toe-to-toe right now, exchanging shots.
Welterweight matchup here.
These guys are content to stand toe-to-toe like we thought they were. You're talking about a boxer taking on a kickboxer.
These guys are brothers. Prestigious reminding us
So they're probably sitting there in the same room at home right now, hopefully, barking at one another, trash talking as they fight here.
Could be getting knocked in the dome with a, whoa, almost a double knockout.
Wow, both guys look stunned here.
President of the EFC competing here in this matchup. Yeah, brother, you got to give a high five for that one.
That was like Rocky.
Oh!
They did it again. How is this going on? It's like Rocky versus Apollo.
It's like that ridiculous match on the internet where Shoney Carter was a referee and there was a double knockout. Shoney did the big jump up in the air with his hands out.
Like, what?
The double knockout. I would love to see a double knockout in this game. Nick Lang, I hope you guys put that in the game somehow. You don't even know how it's there. I hope it's there. Nothing would make a finish better than a double knockout.
The only guy that's not rooting for that right now, Preston, because that would screw up the tournament.
I think you just you create a bye. There's a double knockout. Next guy's just luckier. Battle of the Brothers here, our final matchup tonight.
Bragging rights online in their household.
First use of the PS3. If you win this match,
does the winner get the PS3?
Winner gets controller 1, pretty much. Winner gets controller 1. Don't want to be the guy stuck with controller 2. You have less controls. Can't change the options sometimes. It's really a degrading thing to have.
Both guys staying very active here. Nice roundhouse kick lands by Julio. You see the boss man stumping the takedown.
Battle of Brothers. Much like we talked about that movie. Came out. It's coming out this week. Is that what it is?
Warrior. That actually
Warrior.
comes out in, I think, a week from now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the exact release date. I just know that we both got invited to go see it early, and we both missed it.
Yeah, well.
Look at that. The boss man's down. He's hurt. Oh, he eats a soccer kick.
Ah,
Quick knee to the midsection.
Man, to your own brother. That's pretty brutal.
Julio taking control of this fight. The boss man cut under his right eye. Julio on top. In half guard here.
I hope Warrior's better than Red Belt.
I guarantee it is.
Red Belt was supposed to be good, and then it wasn't.
Hey, Nick Nolte is in Warrior.
It's definitely got to be better than Never Back Down, even if a bunch of my friends were in that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Did they back down?
I think so. I've seen my buddy Corey a few times.
I think a lot of people back down from seeing that movie.
Yeah. Or they went to see it and they go, oh, oops. The step up of MMA movies.
I think I interviewed the star of that movie.
Yeah.
Whoops.
My friends didn't like him. You do have to watch it to see people you know, though, Fritz. They did film a lot of that here in Orlando.
Sure.
My buddy Lovett, Remington, all ended up in the movie, even got credited. My friend Corey, he probably got showed the most. No credit.
I have to say he didn't get a SAG card either.
Yeah.
Look at the boss man firing back here with a couple shots.
The boss man in the red, Julio in the black. These guys are brothers.
Good action fight so far.
About halfway through round number 1, these guys have been letting it all hang out, too. Nobody's playing it safe. They've been put in the main event position, and they've been delivering.
Good shot to the midsection there by Julio. Boss man won't back down, though.
Much like Tom Petty back in the day, he won't back down.
You lead a punch, but he'll come back. He'll fire a couple of his own, able to survive a knockdown earlier, including a soccer kick. Once again, the boss man stunned right here.
Julio not rushing in to finish.
He's got his brother hurt. He's wounded, but he won't go in for the kill.
His heart won't let him.
Damn it, finish the man off already.
The Russians are holding your family hostage. You have to win the fight. Even if it is your brother.
Julio in control here. The boss man, though, it's not like he's been dominated, but Julio has landed the bigger, more effective punches so far.
Yeah, he has busted up his brother, the boss man's face, pretty nicely.
The boss man being a lot more defensive here now.
It's our final matchup in round number 1 of the tournament Rise to Greatness. All the best of the best in EA Sports MMA have been gathered together for this tournament. We're going to find out who's the best in each and every weight class.
Julio eating a kick there. Nice kick to the midsection he lands, though. Another roundhouse kick. Julio doing some body work here. Another kick to the midsection lands. That opening up, you can see him. Oh, it stuns the boss man once again, who's holding on here. And he's stunned a second time.
Double stun there by Julio. The boss man hanging on, though, not falling down. Doesn't want to eat another one of those kicks or stomps to the face.
Julio, though, does not go in for the finish, though. It's like he backs off. It's like he wants to keep the fight going.
2 minutes to go here. A little over in the first round. 10-minute first round, 5-minute second round. Japanese rules.
Julio has been in control.
Been a stand-up battle thus far, and really nothing on the ground at all.
Another big shot lands for Julio. The boss man is down. Eats a sucker kick again.
Kick to the head. The boss man is double tough, though, because once again he survives and pulls into half guard. Julio looking to pass right away. Boss man stands back up, though.
Good job for boss man holding on here.
Good job of surviving. Been all about Julio in this family feud.
The boss man trying to land some. He's landed some good shots, but nothing that's really packed the power behind it like Julio has.
Julio does seem to have the distinct power advantage when those strikes hit, man. They seem to really make a difference.
Oh, and look out. Boss man has Julio in trouble right here. Some big left hands.
Julio going to survive there, but just as we were talking about, the boss man not having power, he puts Julio down.
And that's why when you have an opportunity to finish off a guy, you have to take it. You have to wonder, will they come back to haunt Julio? Just one opening is all it takes. You saw the boss man right there. Out of nowhere get a knockdown. Maybe that sparked the fire under Julio here.
Seems to give it a little more confidence to boss man.
Under a minute to go here in this 10-minute round.
Been a close fight. More for Julio than boss man, but as you can see, boss man's not out of this thing at all.
Big kick and knocks him out. Just like that. Julio finishes off his brother.
That was one of the more brutal kicks I think I've ever seen in the game.
Watch this one back. A big right kick lands flush to the face and knocks him out cold.
Here it comes.
Blam!
See his leg go in the air when he gets kicked. That was a brutal shot.
Once again, boom!
Perfect knockout there by Julio, taking out his brother.
Right at the end of the first round, takes care of business, sends his brother packing.
Sorry, bro. You're number 2 from now on, though.
Somebody's getting first dibs at the dinner table tomorrow night.
Big victory there by Julio with knockout. Right as we're getting close to the end of round number 1.
Look at the numbers here, and you're talking about Julio landing 35% of his strikes. Overall, he lands 28 more strikes, most of them punches, but that big one at the end, he had a couple knockdowns early on, landed a couple soccer kicks. The boss man was able to survive each time. He came back, got a knockdown late, but Julio was able to survive that, came back, and then lands that big kick for the knockout.
That big, brutal kick for the knockout victory. Julio moves on in the tournament, and he heads further into the rise to greatness.
Exciting night of fights here. Earlier on, we saw Serdov with the big TKO win over TheGreatLoyatly. Then we saw in the next fight, unanimous decision for life, beating Beefsteak, and also a first-round knockout for I'm PPV as he defeated B-Dog.
Yeah, that was a great fight. And then, of course, the final matchup here, Julio taking on the boss man. Back and forth battle between the brothers, but Julio takes him out with a big, hard head kick in the end.
Great night of fights. Don't forget to follow us online, easportsmma.com. You'll find out more information about our next live broadcast. For Dickerman, I'm Brian Fritz. We'll catch you next time here on the live broadcast.